Hello everyone. Right, a small kerfuffle at our end because Donna and I have been wrestling for the last, about 5 minutes trying to join you live. But here we are, and we are going to strike while the iron's hot because we don't know how long we may be here or not. But I'm Miriam, I work with ENJO UK, and welcome if you're joining us live. And this is my lovely friend Donna.
Hi.
And I know that we're quite close. I just wanted to say that we are within our COVID regulations because we are in Tier 1 in Orkney at present, and also Donna is counted as a member of our family. Okay? True? True. Right, so this is why we can be like this, and it's lovely to be with you. I must say, we were not thinking it was going to happen tonight at all, which we thought was rather bizarre, but here we are. Do you know what? Episode 37, and we are in, I know, it's nuts, isn't it? And we are in the lovely home of Donna. Hello, Bev. Hi, Chris. Good evening. And the reason why we're here, well, we're here because my internet has been awful for the last number of weeks, but actually we've discovered I might be the gremlin because we came here and we can't use Donna's either. But what are we going to talk about tonight? What did we say we'd chat about?
Fibres, old to new.
Old to new, yes.
New home.
New home.
And upcycling.
Oh, we're going to do a little bit of upcycling. You can see a tiny bit that we did last night on Donna's chest. So we're going to talk about all those things. So let's start off. Well, let me ask you a question first. Let's both get onto this beautiful screen. I know you're loving it. Tell me, I have to say, I asked Donna this question over tea and had completely forgotten that this was the moment. So this is complete public shaming. All right. Hello. Oh, look. Yeah, hello, Donna Innes.
Hello. Hello, Amanda.
So, what I would like to know is, how did you start to use ENJO?
I started using ENJO because my friend, Christine, hi Christine if you're watching, she actually became an ENJO, or what's the name of it?
ENJOpreneur.
Yeah.
Preneur.
And you actually came and did her very first demo here. So
completely forgot that it was Donna who was there. I know. What sort of follow-up is that?
Yeah.
Anyway, what? And what did you start with?
I started with, I actually think it was some of the skincare I started with, and a bathroom set.
Okay. Now, so that's a number of years ago.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about these poor fibres now?
No.
Yeah, we do. All right, so you will know that when we see you, we talk now about the amazing, or you're still losing us, well, we will speak up. Sorry about that. I will even put up the volume here and see if that is working. Donna will have to learn to throw her voice. Right, you will know when we see you that there is a lifetime indicator on your fibres that lets you know when they are ready for renewal. All right, that's with these ones here. We call these ones G4, Generation 4 fibres. The previous generation that we had did not have one of these. Now, how long did we tell you that they would last? Can you remember?
3 to 5 years?
Three optimistic. All right, so 3 to 4 years, we would say on average. And if you have a duster, we would say that you might get up to 5 years.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's a fair point then. So 3 to 5 years, the duster being the longest because we're not using it maybe as much, and also because we're not washing it as much. So we go outside and we bang it and that discharges the dust rather than us having to put it in the washing machine. Do you know what happens about the effectiveness of the fibres over time?
Well, the effectiveness diminished.
It does diminish. So at the end of year 1, it comes down to about 96%, then year 2, 88, year 3, 86, and then year 4, it drops down to about 42% effectiveness. But
Big drop.
It is a big drop. And I think your use of your fibres illustrates really well what happens, because what happens is we're just using them every day and, well, I use the term loosely, but you know, so we use our fibres and then the change in it is imperceptible each time that we use it, the lessening effect.
Yeah.
So what happens is generally people come to us, maybe they've had their fibres about 3 years, and they say, oh, what I need is some calcium dissolver, or what I need is some marble paste, or what I need is some washing up liquid. But actually, all we need is new fibres. So what happened when you moved house?
When I moved house, Miriam kindly gave me some of her fibres to use to do a deep clean of the house first.
Okay.
Yes.
Donna borrowed some fibres. It's not the volume. Oh, the internet was. Oh, we seem okay now. Thank you very much. Very good. Right, so Donna's, I'm going to show you them because it's hard to believe. All right, these have come out of my recycling bin. And, well, you borrowed mine. You'll have to come forward so people can hear you. That's okay. So tell me about when you borrowed mine and the difference in how they were.
The feeling is totally different. This is like all bobbly almost. And the new ones are quite smooth, I would say. And definitely, I think cleaning wise, I probably got further and better results from my cleaning.
Okay.
As well.
All right, so because the fibres over time, it's hard to tell the difference, but look, I'll give you a before, look, now you can see it.
You can hardly see the new one.
Hardly see the new one, it's so bright. So what happens is that over time we're asking our fibres to open and close and open and close and open and close. So we're demanding quite a lot of them. And right at the end, they get a little bit frayed.
Yeah.
And so they can't get in as deep and they just get weary.
Yeah.
But the great news is, do you know what happens to this now?
It gets recycled.
It does indeed. So car seat stuffing or roof insulation. And remember, we've also spoken to you about repurposing some. In fact, at the weekend, much to my husband's consternation, I repurposed a Windows ENJO onto mend his work shirts. So he's utterly delighted, I can tell you. But some people use this still as a hand towel in the car. So at the moment, because we're washing our hands more, so you could just dry your hands with that. And so just repurpose things that you have. And when they really get to the end of their life, then you give them back to us and we send them back to Austria, which is a lovely story, isn't it? And then you get your new ones.
Which are lovely.
Look at that. I mean, it's a thing of beauty. And I must say, I got new fibres at the beginning of this year, just gone. And I was in the same position, even though I use them all the time. When I got to having new fibres back in the home, it was really noticeably different, yes. So, we're also going to talk about this here tonight. So this is Donna's, a piece of Donna's furniture. And we have decided, I'm going to bring you a bit closer for this so that you can see it, that we're going to treat it with a little bit of leather and wood balm. It's great to see those fibres, isn't it? Now remember, as well, with your bathroom stuff, that you can also treat it with a bit of calcium dissolver. All right, so to increase the longevity of it, there we go, we're going to have to buddy up all tight.
Oh, that's okay.
Come on in, sister. Right, so we are, to increase the longevity and to soften again your bathroom fibres in the same way that we encourage you to soak your kitchen fibres in a bit of ENJO washing up liquid about every 6 to 8 weeks. If you put a little, that often? Oh, really? All right, so a tablespoon of calcium dissolver in a bowl and put in your bathroom fibres, you'll find that that just helps to break down those hard calcium deposits. I know some of my team have also done their floor fibres and that's made a massive difference to their floor fibre softness too. Okay, so, right, let's talk about this chest. And we would usually say that if you have wood that is untreated like this is, then if you did not want to damage it in any way, then we would encourage you to use the soft fibre. So the soft fibre comes on the back of our textile soft glove, or it comes as this sort of damp duster wipe around cloth, which I really love. And So if Donna just wanted to keep this stripped and not suck the moisture out any further, then that's what we would do. However, we have a different plan today, and the different plan is that we are going to treat it with a bit of leather and wood balm, because we thought we would just upcycle it a little. Yeah. And we thought that that may be quite nice for it to get a good feed. So what we're going to actually utilise is this medium fibre, and the medium fibre sits between. So remember, with ENJO, the law is the darker the fibre, the deeper the clean. So the ENJO Tex fibre is the one that you also see on our Windows combi wiper. It's the one that I would use to do glass. I use it on the floor, but it has limited absorbency. And so we're always going to start absorbing with this medium fibre. So what the medium fibre gives us is like a wipe around, but slightly deeper than the soft cloth. Okay, so there were the things, I like the living soft cloth because I can use it everywhere, but sometimes things are just a little bit more stubborn.
What's that side for, can I ask?
Yes, this is a have you ever, no, you never used it then.
I have. Probably wrongly.
What did you use it for? Is it fair to ask that? In
In
the bath? No.
No, I sanded down an old wardrobe at the weekend and used that to clean it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you could use it for that. This side is generally for textiles.
Okay.
All right, so on your sofa over here, if someone spilt something, then you would work backwards and forwards, or on your clothes. I find if there's been a spot on the washing when it's come in, I would use it. Great for carpets as well. When Emily was quite violently not very well before we left south to come up, that's what I got everything out of the carpet with. All right, so it's a real godsend. If you have a puppy in your house, imagine that. This is the thing that you are never going to want to be without. Just saying. Right, so should we have a little clean first? Yeah. I bought one for you.
Oh, thank you.
I know.
Kind.
So, very kind. All right, so that you didn't have to. We're going to have to get close in, Donna. Look at this. So I'm going to give you a bit of damp.
Thank you.
Now, some of you have been asking about our Black Friday offer. Tomorrow I'll be able to show you. But if you like what we're doing tonight, then you're going to love it. That's all I'm saying. So this is not treated at all. And the reason why I'm not using the living soft cloth is because I do want to take off any of that ingrained dirt. I'm not so worried about taking out the moisture because we're about to feed it. But I wouldn't be doing that if it had already been oiled. Okay, so we've given it a nice clean.
Yeah.
Lovely. And what we're going to use today is the leather and wood balm. And you were saying yesterday about how nice that smelt.
Oh, it smells amazing. It's like honey, beeswaxy type smell.
It is a honey beeswaxy smell. Right. Now, we're going to both try and get into this camera. Who would know if that would be possible? You are. Right, so if you have a fibre like this at home, this is our old polishing cloth. Some people, like my mother, when I went to visit, had not really used it because it was an older fibre and maybe you didn't know what it was for. And it was quite big, our polishing cloth. But if it is new, it will still have life in it. Okay, so get it out of the cupboard. What it looks like now is like this. So the fibre is just the same, it's just the form is slightly different. And this one I can use dry, right? And you've seen me do it for doing jewellery and polishing trophies, and people use it on their car as well. And you can see it's polishing because it says it on the label, and we generally use it dry because you can see it's got a little cross in the middle. And it also comes as a cloth. So I want to show you this because this is the same fibre. It's hard to believe. I know. Donna can't believe my public shaming of showing you how awful this is. But look, this one is the one that I use all the time to apply balm. And what I don't want to do is apply the balm and then wash it because the cloth will still have balm in it. right? And so what you want to do is maybe just sacrifice one for the balm, and if you're going to do a lot of dry things, then you'll put another one to do your jewellery. Now I can see that we are glitching slightly, but we're going to persevere, right? And if we lose you, Donna and I have a plan, and the plan is we're going to do it. All right, and then I'm going to show it for you. So the level of balm here, it's just right to get this into use now, because it's fantastic for waterproofing, boots, bags, and it smells
Amazing.
I love it. It's such a great smell. You can use it on your hands, chapped hands, you can use it on their feet. It's really, really effective. Nappy rash, all those sorts of things. I don't know. Nappy rash? Yeah, that's good. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to use this old polishing fibre as well. And we're just going to see, we can see this tiny little bit that we've got here, but I want you just to see the difference that this makes. And what we will probably do is leave it to sink in, and then Donna will get to buff off any residue tomorrow. Okay? So we're just going to dig in.
Tell me what to do.
Well, all you need to do, so what's the law with ENJO? Do we push hard or gently?
Gently.
Very gently?
Gently.
Okay, so off you go. So we're just going to rub in and along gently. And I do sometimes find that using the glove is easier on big pieces. So we're just going to work with the grain a bit.
Okay.
And we discovered yesterday that actually it was really good after a couple of coats. So the circular motion enables it to get into all of the pores and crevices, but we can start with the grain to enable it to get in. Now the great thing about leather and wood balm is that it has that protective waterproof layer, and if you've got rings, heat rings on maybe your Corona furniture, then it will just take those out because it's already stripped back. And so if you have anything that's stripped, anything that is unsealed, the leather wood balm will feed it. It's more difficult if it is varnished, because the balm obviously can't sink in. But some people do still like to use a little bit on a varnish surface. But you can already see, can't you, the difference in that. I'm sure you can too. It's amazing how it just pulls the grain out of the wood.
I'm not doing there. It's pretty much disappeared.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. And I can imagine that it will sink a bit more. And then you may find that that bit where there was the stain will just need a little bit of extra treatment.
Yeah.
I would say that if you're going to do your leather sweep, people always ask, well, I just need to see about, see going to be like on my leather sweep. So I would say just test a little bit, it's inconspicuous, see what you think, see if you like it, and then take it from there. So if you do one of these,
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
Let's go for that one.
Yeah. Okay. So if you do this one, you'll just easily be able to see between the two the difference. It's amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing.
And I love the balm because it's so quick to use, and it's effortless, rather than you trying to do a load of waxing, and it will just feed it completely. Yeah, well, let's try and take, I'm not sure how, it's hard to tell with everyone on the screen, but hopefully you can see just the shine on that compared to the other, and I'll get Donna as well to take a picture so that you can see the full transformation that that I'm going to leave her to do. So in true ENJO fashion, we always come and do just a tiny bit of your, of your cooker hob or your bath, so that you have to do the rest of it.
Yes.
Right? So it's amazing, isn't it? Totally better. I'd say it just makes such a difference to being able to feed the wood and pull the grain out of it. And I just think it makes, but it's not because Donna and I are talking about maybe chalk painting it. Yeah, but this is fab because you can just feed it and give it a complete new lease of life. So where that dryness has come, I think you may find that that's all you need to do. Now, it's going to take in quite a lot first time because it's very dry, right? Because it's never had anything on it in the same way, but you'll find that it just treats it fantastically. So hopefully you can see that in all its glory. Go on, you can carry on while I...
Thanks.
There you go. While I Twitter. You may find that's easier, actually. I think that if you've got big pieces of furniture, it's often easier just to use the glove. And I would say the same for if you are doing your sofa. So then what I would generally do is use one side to apply, flip it over, and use the other one to buff off. But for this, I would definitely leave it to soak in overnight so that you get the maximum benefit tomorrow, and the maximum benefit of the balm being able to soak right the way in and nourish the wood, which is what we're really looking for, okay, in all its glory. Look at that.
Such a difference.
See, now Donna is kicking me by the fact that the other drawer is upstairs.
Yep.
I'm just saying. All right. Anyway, you're doing grand, love.
It's quite therapeutic.
Yeah? Because of the result is so quick. So tell us as we're drawing an end, what do you like the most about using ENJO?
What I like most about ENJO. Yeah. I think I really like it because it saves time and cleaning for one, but you see the results quicker. Because of the time. But I also like the fact that you're not using so much chemicals, so you don't walk into the bathroom or the kitchen and get this big. Yep, absolutely. You definitely notice it once you start using it. Yes. Then if you walk into somewhere that you use chemicals, you're like, whoa.
I totally agree. In fact, I didn't notice it in my own house. I didn't notice it was absent. I just noticed it was present elsewhere.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I didn't start going into my bathroom necessarily thinking, oh, it's so nice I can breathe. I just went into other people's and thought, I can't breathe.
Yeah, it's true.
So we were talking. Well, in fact, I put a little post on my personal page this week because part of the problem with ENJO is that you want to try it. Because you want to know, will it really do the job? You know, Donna and I were having a look at this last night to see what would happen. But if you are far afield, or if you've got friends maybe, I know that I meet so many of you who come to demos, and you went down to Birmingham, I had 2 heads. So I have an offer at the moment, which is where you can get trial packs of ENJO to these people, okay? So I've sent out in the last couple of weeks about 9 sets to people who've never had the opportunity to use it. They are not full size, all right? So this is a full size ENJO fill. This is that Donna is very glad that she has, rather than her old one. And it gives you a little square of bathroom and of kitchen, and also there is a dust one, okay, that is the same size, which can also go. And all I'm asking, not that you're foisting it on your friends who don't want it, but if you have people who are genuinely interested and would genuinely like to trial it, then I would love to hear from them, okay? And so if there is someone there that you've been thinking, oh, it'd be great if my daughter-in-law had a go, or it'd be great if my friend down the road could have a go, then the offer is there. So please get in touch, and they would also be able to benefit from it, because I think ENJO is that very, well, I think when you use my new fibres.
Oh yeah, I noticed a huge difference.
Yeah. So, but you wouldn't have known if you hadn't used them.
No.
You just would have
Carried on
using the old
horrible
ones.
old cloth.
Exactly. Yes. Poor thing.
Yes.
All right. So it's just really a case of that get them into the hands of people who you think will benefit. Okay. As simple as that, really. And then the last thing is to say, a Black Friday offer is coming. It's very exciting, and looks like that. I know. Gosh, can you believe it? Did you miss it? Looks like that. And tomorrow you can see it in all its glory. And you will be able to order it from Wednesday, okay? So get in touch with me in the interim if your nosiness is beyond all of that. But we are not going to share it widely on social media, because it's only available from Wednesday to Saturday. I know. And believe me, I am jumping with excitement because it's unbelievable what you can get and the price that you can get it at. Okay, so if you love ENJO, you're going to love this offer. So keep your eyes ding, 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 peeled for it so that you can take the benefit of it. Right, let's see what Chris is saying here. Can you send Miriam for her website a photo of applying the next couple of coats? The next couple of coats? Are you joking? Have you met Donna? No, I'm joking. So, yes, the next couple of coats. I will be round here, Chris, cracking the whip.
She will be.
Whilst I'll be reclining over there eating a matchmaker. That is the plan. But it's looking pretty good, isn't it, folks? I mean, what a difference. So all of you lovely people who have been thinking the same, Catherine and Bev and everyone else, all right, I would love to have photos of your before and your after, please. That would be fantastic, because then it inspires other people to also have a go who were just like, oh, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
All right, but when you've seen it in the flesh, like you have now, it gives you a little bit of excitement and, just a bit of confidence. So if that is you and you're about to embark on a leather and wood balm challenge, please share your photos with us. We would love to see them. Right,